My name is Wendy Patrick, and we're going to talk about how to tell if someone has a crush on you. Practical ways to detect secret admirers. You may suspect that one of your friends or coworkers is interested in asking you out on a date. This is either good or bad news, depending on the circumstances and your feelings. Obviously, not all crushes are welcome or healthy. As a prosecutor, I spent years prosecuting stalkers fueled by unrequited love. But some crushes are harmless and some are reciprocal. With reciprocity, however, comes insecurity. Your crush detector begins to waver when you are already interested in the other person because you've traded in your reading glasses for rose-colored glasses, making it harder to accurately interpret signals indicating interest. The good news is that there are some objective ways to determine whether or not somebody has a crush on you. Proximity, the not-so-secret admirer. You might remember this from grade school. Someone who likes you wants to be around you. The fellow student who snags the desk next to you in class or found a way to squeeze into your table in the school cafeteria might now be a fellow coworker who grabs a seat next to you in the lunchroom, or the neighbor who joins you at the counter at the corner coffee shop. But how do you know these things aren't just coincidence and that maybe they're not just friendly? A potential suitor who pursues getting to know you through proximity might not be obvious about his or her intentions due to insecurity or social awkwardness. Nonetheless, they will likely do or say something to ensure you know they are there. From asking if the seat is taken to saying hello to finding another reason to spark conversation, even briefly. About what? Probably something you've mentioned to them in the past. Selective memory. Someone who is interested in you remembers what interests you. From music to travel to favorite foods, a person with a crush wants to please you, often demonstrating selective memory through conversation. What you reveal about yourself is what they're going to remember. This is also, by the way, why you should avoid revealing personal details to strangers. Someone with a crush on you will talk about topics or events you mentioned in passing. They want to know how you're enjoying the book you're reading or the movie you said you were going to see. Admirers who know you fairly well ask about family members and friends. The common denominator is their tendency to distinguish themselves from your other acquaintances by what they remember about you. But hold on, you might be thinking, don't good networkers and politicians do the same thing? You bet, which is why you need to examine more than one factor. When it comes to selective memory, for example, potential suitors often act on information you share. Ideally, this behavior is appropriately tailored to the setting. A bag of peanut M&Ms left on your chair at work might be appropriate. A box of Valentine chocolates is not. Within more established relationships, 2 admission tickets to the county fair for you and a child might be appreciated, where a single ticket to the opera is inappropriate. Guess who has the seat next to you? Someone who reveals multiple different indicators in having a crush on you probably does.